Is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He stands 5'8" tall and has a reach of 68.5 inches. Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, standing at 5'6" tall. It's Teofimo Lopez. Vasily Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. This bout is... What a pleasure it is to... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. And that straight got him. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Teofimo Lopez that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Here we go. It's round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. They exchange punches. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, that punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That one lands. The perfect counter lands. Let's go with that right uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to... On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't score with that jab. There's a counter shot. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
They're so close, so close.
Whoa, Johnny! And Lopez is dazed. Down goes Lopez. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. So it's here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A perfect counter shot. Punch caught him clean. That jab doesn't find a home. Misses with the straight left. Good counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Time for the 5th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Teofimo in some real trouble here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Perfect punch. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
These two were made for each other. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. And Teofimo Lopez might be ready to go. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. They missed with the jab. Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last. Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Punch, counter punch. Catch and shoot. Throws the jab and doesn't score. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. And he scores with the counter. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Insane action. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always come. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Round 8, and we're off again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.